Oh, shit. She broke. Okay, hello everyone. So this is going to be another collection video, and it's going to be my highlighter collection. I wanted to film a couple videos today, but then I realized I don't really have a lot of time, and I'm gonna try to film like a lot of videos before I move, but I am moving in like 5 days, so it's going to be like pretty difficult for me to film like a lot of videos in 5 days when I will be packing and stuff. Yeah, this is going to be my highlighter collection, and I have 2 drawers for my highlighters, and I'm not bringing all of them to college, unfortunately. I wish that were the case, but a lot of them are going to have to stay here. But yeah, this is my collection, and I just wanted to show it to you guys. So yeah, subscribe, like, comment, and I don't know if I will have an outro. I might try to though, but yeah, let me know if there's anything you guys want to see like upcoming once I move, like what kind of videos you guys are gonna want to see. And yeah, let's just get into it. Okay, so I have all my drawers like you guys have seen when I did my palette collection, and my 2 drawers for my highlighters are right here. So this is my foundation drawer with all my foundations, concealers, and primers, and then originally this was my blush drawer, and this was my bronzer contour drawer, but it just ended up being, I had so much highlighter that I was acquiring that this became more like any highlighters that weren't like golden or bronze, and then these are all my golden highlighters. So yeah, we're just gonna open her up. Ugh. Okay. So first off, this is Freestar Cosmetics highlighter, and this was the Manny MUA collab, and this is the one that's in the shade Eclipse. This is Eclipse. It's like a pretty like rose gold kind of shade, I think. I don't really wear it too often, TBH, but it is really pretty when you do wear it, and it kind of just gives like a natural rose gold kind of glow, which is nice. And then this is a ColourPop. This is a ColourPop highlighter, and it's in Stole the Show. And I'm not going to swatch this just because it is a cream highlighter, but this is one of my favorite cream highlighters. It's like a white highlighter with like a gold base kind of. And it's really, really nice because it doesn't show off gold. It shows off as white. And I love using this and putting like a white highlighter on top. And I think it looks really, really good. It's like really natural, actually, especially with a white highlighter on top. I think it just like gives you a really natural glow compared to like a gold one. And I really, really like this. This is one of my new ColourPop highlighters, and this is the one in Here Kitty Kitty. And this one, you guys have seen already. So this is Here Kitty Kitty. It's just a golden, deep golden highlighter. Super, super nice, super pretty. This one also looks really natural, actually, even though it looks really dark in the pan. And I really, really like it. This is the other highlighter by ColourPop, and I wore this yesterday, actually. I put this on top of Stole the Show. And this is Sevos Play. Sevos, whatever. Ouch. And this is just their white highlighter, and I think this one actually has a silver base rather than a gold base, but still looks really, really nice, and it's super pigmented as well. And it kind of actually, this could definitely be a dupe for Ice Cold by Jeffree Star, I think. Okay, this is Jeffree Star Cosmetics Peach Goddess. This I don't use too often, just because it's a little dark for me, if I'm gonna be for real. I had this last summer as well. And it still showed up kind of dark when I was tan, but it is a very, very pretty pigmented highlighter. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of difficult for me to pull off since it is a little warm. This is a Giella box, but this is in New York. They have a place where you can make your own highlighter, and so I did that, and I'm scared I'm going to open it and it be the powderiest situation, but it's really, really pretty, and it's pretty pigmented. It's a loose highlighter, and it's just, I just made it to be like a gold base with like green shimmer in it, which sounds kind of messy, but it's really, really nice, and I really, really like it. So yeah. This is my Anastasia Aurora Glow Kit. I like her a lot. I really, really love Hella. I think that's such a beautiful shade. All these colors are really, really pretty, and they fucking sparkle so much. And I really, really like this palette. However, nothing can replace the love of my entire life, the Moonchild kit. I wear this palette so often, as you can tell. I really, really love Blue Ice. I think that's such a pretty shade, and Pink Heart as well. And I really, really like all these colors. The only color that I don't really dabble too much into is Purple Horseshoe, just because, I don't know, I just don't wear it too often. But as you can see, I have used it a bit. And I really like Star too. I think it's a very subtle silver highlight, which is nice. This is my Jeffree Star Ice Cold highlighter. This used to be my holy grail for the longest time, actually, like since I got it. But lately I haven't been reaching for it too much, but it is really, really nice. And I do actually truly think this is a dupe for ColourPop's Civil Play one. So go for that one instead, because that one's way cheaper than this. But this was really, really good, and I do enjoy it, and I still reach for it sometimes. This is my Becca, like, their new sort of situation. They're like light chaser highlighters, and this is Amethyst Flashes Geode. And it's just a pink highlight, and I'm gonna be for real, I haven't even used it yet. But this is it. It's really, really pretty. It's like a pink shade, and I'm actually gonna swatch it right now. I don't know if that even like, oh, that's pretty. It's like pinkish goldish. That is really gorgeous, actually. So maybe I'm gonna try to use this soon. I'm gonna bring it to me to college, because since I haven't used it yet, but I did spend a bit of money on it, I think that it'll be nice to have. Let's see, what else is in here? This is a ColourPop Tough Love Super Shock Cheek, and I always thought it was a blush, but just recently I used it, and it's actually, I feel like they were trying to make it a blush, but it's way too sparkly for it to be a blush on me, at least, because I only wear matte blushes. So this I actually use just as a cream pink highlighter. It's really, really nice, though. It's like super true, like Barbie pink when you swatch it. It's really, really nice. This is my e.l.f. blush gem, and I think this is the pink one. Really nice. It's one of their baked ones. I don't use this that often either, to be quite honest, just because you have to like take off the beginning of it, because it kind of has like a film on it, and then you can get into it. But that's just like kind of a lot of work. But it is a really lit highlighter, especially if you like don't have a lot of money to spend on like expensive highlighters. This one is really, really good. This is a Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter. I really love this one. I think this is one of the best drugstore highlighters, and they're coming out with more, which is really, really exciting. But I really like this one. I think it just shows up really beautiful on the skin, and it makes it look really natural, but you can layer it really well, and it can still look like frickin' poppin'. And I really like that. And then I think those are all my blushes. So I'm going to put these all back, and then we can get into my my like golden goddess highlighters. Okay, so clearly this one is a little bit more packed to the brim. We have a lot happening, but yeah, we're just gonna begin. This is the Anastasia Glow Kit, which is mediocre. I don't like it at all. I can't wear any of these shades. It's too powdery, way too fucking glittery. It's just not great. So it's okay. I mean, like, the snow one is pretty alright. Then this is my NYX Mosaic highlighter, and this is in Truth. It's just like a mosaic of a lot of like golden dark shades. You will probably see this one in a Products I Hate video soon, to be honest. It's alright. This is my Laura Geller Gilded Honey Baked Gelato Swirl one. Super, super pretty. This is like a true gold highlighter. Like, if you're on the market for a true gold and you're like willing to spend a little bit of money, this one is perfect. I love this so much. And I don't even wear it that often just because like I think it's so cute. The packaging is amazing. But oh shit. But it's really, really good and I like it so much. This is Stila Dancing with the Stars highlighter. Will also be, a lot of the products I dislike are on top because I just did a products I hate video. But yeah, this will be also in a products I hate video. Way too powdery, super glittery. Should be used for, you know, dancers. Here, let's go into things that I like. Okay, this is the Ofra Blissful highlighter. It was a limited edition. This is one of my go-to immediate highlighters. It's a gorgeous rose gold shade that looks so natural and beautiful on the skin, and I think Ofra did so well with this highlighter. I really love Ofra's highlighters. I have Rodeo Drive as well, and this one is just super pigmented and just looks so good, and I really, really enjoy it. My other Ofra highlighter is Rodeo Drive, and it's a gold highlighter. A very true gold, super nice. Could probably be a dupe for Laura Geller's, except this one is probably a little bit warmer. But nonetheless, it's super pretty and shiny and gives me that golden goddess look. Master Chrome by Maybelline. This is too dark for me. I think I used this in a video. This is also, again, another very true gold. This one I think is a little bit more yellow gold. Just the tiniest bit. Just barely. Than the other two highlighters, but it's too dark for me, so I can't really wear it, but it is very, very pretty, and it's called Molten Gold. Yeah, this probably looks amazing on, like, darker skin types, because it's just really, really pretty and it swatches so beautifully. And Maybelline like stepped the fuck up for highlighters at the drugstore because of this. This is my Becca Opal highlighter. Love this child. I use this, I think, for most of my dances. I remember using this for homecoming and my highlighter looks so good. Like you could see it from like a mile away. It's so pigmented, it's so pretty. Like, oh, I just nailed her. But like, do you see how that's swatched? It's so gorgeous. Literally, it makes sense why these were like the top highlighters on the market for fucking ever. I love this so much. Do you see that? It came off on the... Next we have a Super Shock Cheek from ColourPop. This is Monster. It's just a pink based one. A super powdery pink. Like it's not powdery, but like it looks like a super powdery like baby pink. Really nice. I don't love this one though because I think maybe it dried out. And it kind of actually does show up a little bit powdery on me and it doesn't blend super well. But the color is gorgeous and I used, when it was like at its top-notch pigmentation, I would use this underneath Pink Heart by from the Moonchild Anastasia kit. And it's super, super nice. These are 3 Stardust Minerals highlighters that I swear by. This is the shade Between the Sheets. Super, super pretty. Just like white silver highlighter. Literally gorgeous. Looks so good on any skin type, I think. Because I've seen multiple people wearing this. And I haven't seen it on super dark skin types, so I don't know if I can say that. But I have seen it on like very, very tan skin types, and it looks so good on them. So I think this is like kind of universal maybe for a white highlight, which I find can be difficult. But super pretty. And then this is Birthday Suit, which is just like a pinkish loose highlight, super sparkly, and I think this is probably like a loose powder or a loose highlighter version of the ColourPop Monster. It's super, super pretty, but it's like a powdery baby pink. It's like a hot pink, super gorgeous. And then this is Honey Shot, which is a yellow gold highlighter, and it's super, super like finely milled, and well, they all are finely milled, but I think this one in particular is just really good compared to the other two because it doesn't have a ton of like chunks of glitter in it or anything. It's just a very, very like natural but still like popping as fuck golden highlighter, and I really love it. This is my Ciate Dewy Stick. I I have mixed emotions about this. I'm still testing it out. I've had it for about a month. It's really, really nice, but I can't get over the fact that it feels like a face gloss. I really hoped that it would dry on my face, but still give that look of dew, you know? I don't know, maybe that's like high expectations. But yeah, it's really, really nice, and I love the glow it gives for like natural days, but my hair gets stuck in like the glossy part a lot. This is my NYX Duo Chromatic Illuminating Powder, and this is in Twilight Tint. This is the blue one. I've only used this like twice, but it's so pretty. This is like giving Anastasia like a run for its money with their blue highlighters, because this is probably a very good dupe for any of the blue highlighters in the Anastasia kit, especially the first one, which is like Blue Star or something like that. I can't remember. But super pretty. It literally is so pigmented. Like, drugstore is stepping it up lately with their highlighters, and it's just crazy, crazy pigmented. It's so good. This is my Too Faced Blinded by the Light Love Light highlighter. This one is super natural. This is probably one of my more natural highlighters. I can't remember, like, looking at it, I think this is the rose gold one, but knowing me, I bought the silver one. So I think it might be the silver one. I can't really tell. The packaging is kind of silver, so I would assume. But anyways, this is super, super natural, and I really do enjoy it a lot. But I just don't wear it too often because I don't really love natural looks unless I'm doing natural days. But even on natural days, I'll just go for like a cream highlighter. But yeah, it's super, super nice and pigmented, and not chalky though. Okay, so I repositioned some things just to make the weight on this not as like dipping kind of. This is my Too Faced Bonjour palette, Bonjour Soleil, and I'm just going to mention this because it has two highlighters, but I don't use them. I really only got this palette for this bronzer, and then I ended up not using the palette at all because I didn't like it. But this is the Sun Bunny Natural Bronzer, and then the Snow Bunny Luminous Bronzer. This is way too dark for me to use either side, and then this I would love if it didn't have that shade in it, so I don't really use it, but you know, whatever. This is the NYX Away We Glow liquid highlighter. This came out the same time as their Duo Chromatic powders, and this is in the shade Moon Glow, and I think this is like a silvery one, and I use this underneath the NYX Chromatic Duo, and it just gives you the most beautiful, like, outer space, like, alien terrestrial situation. It's so pretty, but, like, you gotta be prepared to look like you have, like, fucking moonbeams on your face. It's wild. But this is pigmented as fuck, so if, like, you need, like, a cream, like, liquid highlighter situation, go for this, because this is the only liquid highlighter that I own and actually wear. I threw out all my other ones. This is the other Wet n Wild highlighters, Crown of My Canopy. I don't wear this one, really, because it is too dark for me again. That just happens to me a lot, and it's kind of upsetting, but I have to kind of get, like, used to it because there's people that can't wear a lot of stuff, so me not being able to wear, like, 2 highlighters while some people can't, like, wear, like, 1,000 foundations that are on the market. It's, you know, I just kind of have to deal with what I'm dealt. But yeah, it's a pretty dark, gorgeous bronzy shade, but it's just not a shade that I can pull off. But it is really, really gorgeous. Another ColourPop, Super Shock Cheek. This is in Lunch Money. This is a dupe for Becca's Moonstone? Question mark? I can't remember, but it is a dupe for like their Becca's most popular highlighter shade, like from 2 years ago, I think. So, because I know Champagne Pop is probably the most popular one now. But nonetheless, super, super gorgeous. This is what I wear on days when I want like a really natural, like golden kind of warm highlight, but I don't want to put powder on. This is a really, really good, and it blends into the skin really seamlessly. This is ColourPop's Super Shock Cheek in Dreamcatcher. This is the highlighter I wear when I am tan. It's really, really pretty. It's a dark, like bronzy, very, very shimmery, like rose gold kind of situation. Super gorgeous though, and it blends in really, really well. So even on days when I'm like not super tan, but like I have like foundation on with like contour and all that jazz, I can pull this off because it still like blends in really well. And it's really, really pretty. This isn't a highlighting palette. This is Artist Couture's Illuminati highlight. Really pretty. Like, so pretty. And I got it in a BoxyCharm, and I'm so happy I did because that introduced me to Artist Couture. And I knew of their products, but I just hadn't bought any. And I'm really happy that I have one now because this is literally so gorgeous, and it just like goes on so well. I love loose highlighters more than pressed highlighters. I think that they give you a way better glow, and I think it just like makes it look 1,000 times better. But really pretty. This is my Becca Moonstone Cream Highlighter. So this was the first thing that got me introduced to highlighters, like, really. Because I had, like, e.l.f. like highlighting palettes, but I never actually used them. And so I didn't really know how to use this, so she's kind of damaged. As you can see, I didn't know how to apply it when I first got it. And I got it, had to have been, like, my freshman or sophomore year. So, like, 3 or 4 years ago, maybe. But I didn't know how to apply it, and so I just kind of like dented her a lot and messed her up because I didn't know if I was supposed to use a sponge or a brush. So I don't really use that often because I don't like the consistency of this cream highlighter. I love the ColourPop ones, but this one I really don't like. It's too hard and too like almost like putty or clay for me. But this was my first introduction to highlighters, so I kind of just keep her for like nostalgia purposes. This is a MAC highlighter, and it was a limited edition one, I think, and it's an Honor. It's a frost powder blush. So this I've had for years. This was my stepmom's when she was a model, and that was like 20 years ago. At least, maybe. So she had this, and she handed it down to me. So I have a huge MAC drawer of MAC makeup that are hand-me-downs, and I don't use them at all anymore, but I keep this again for, like, nostalgia purposes. But actually, this glow is kind of lit as fuck. It's so sparkly, and it's really bronzy, and I just swatched it, and it looked really good. However, MAC's, like, highlighters are, like, 99% glitter and, like, 1% actual, like, wearable stuff that doesn't look like you're, like, I don't even know, but yeah. And then this is my last one. It's an e.l.f. natural highlighter, and I got this in like a gift set, I think, and I've never really worn it. I tried to wear it like a couple times when I was first getting into highlighter, but I just never really wore it because it ends up being more like, shows up more as like a face powder, which is like a little bit of sparkle rather than being like a highlighter. But yeah, that's it. All the rest are my contouring things. This is all I really use to contour. I have like a ton of like cream concealer contours in my foundation thing, but this is really it. But yeah, I'm gonna do an outro and that'll be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe, like, comment, and just like let me know what you guys want to see in the future because fall is coming up and that's like my favorite season. And I'm obviously, like I said, pre-planning a lot of videos because since I will be moving, I won't have time to film. But yeah, let me know what you guys want in a video, and I will see you in my next one. Okay, bye.